And we're back with another video. Let's get into our skin tutorial for this makeup tutorial that we're about to do. Let's toner our face, as y'all can see.
What?
Then we go in with the primer. Let's prime our face. Make sure you rub that into your face. Rub it in. Then we go over it with this clear liquid primer, our usual primer. Rub that on top of that. Make sure you rub it all in, using our fan to dry that out before we proceed with the rest of our makeup.
What's this?
Moisturize our lips so we don't have any crusty lips. Then we go into prepping our eyebrows.
Surprise!
Gel down those hairs. We go ahead and gel both of them down. That our gel is finishing, so I need to go grab a new one or go look for another one.
What's this?
Then we go in, that's our brown pen that we're going to be using for our eyebrows. Go ahead and draw them to your desired shape as per usual. And then you go ahead and you comb them out, combing out the front with our spoolie brush. Then we're going to use Pro Girl concealer.
Wow!
To shape out our eyebrows. Go ahead and shape them out. Brush that out. Blend that out, sorry. Then we're going to start on our eyeshadow. Using that brownish transition color on the outer part of our eyebrow. Sorry, our eyelids. Go ahead, brush that out. Then we move into our other palette, and there's an orange that I was using to put on top, and the orange mixed with that brown looks like it was a bit pinkish, but yeah, as you can see the color right there, it's actually pretty. So go ahead and do that. Blend it out just to make sure it's seamless and it's blended well. Then we go ahead and move on to our inner lids. Pack that brownish on there. Then we go ahead and carve out our eyelids. Oh, oops. Whoa! We're going to color correct. So just putting that on there to where we are correcting underneath our eyes. Just so we don't have those bags. Continue, pack that on. You don't need a lot. And then we're going to start on our eyelids. Putting that same shade that we used to carve out our eyebrows, we're using on our inner lids. Just so we can show the shadow. Then you go ahead and you start blending out that color corrector. Blend it out just so when you put your foundation on top, it will blend out nicely and everything will look well combined. So go ahead and continue to blend that out. Blend it out nicely. Continue to blend because you want everything to be blended out. So blend, blend, blend. Blend, 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 blend. Continue to blend, blend, and blend. And then we go back to the eyeshadow. So we're going to add some black/brown to the ends of our eyeshadow, sorry. Eyelids. Jeez, this is a lot of work. So you pack some darkish, brownish.
Oh my god.
Black. Then you continue to do that on the other eye. Do the same thing that we did to our right eye. We do it to our left eye. Then in the inner corner, we're going to add like a shimmery gray that's going to give us that illusion of the white. Which, by the way, you'll see later, it ended up being really nice. So you put some of that on. Then you blend out the top some more, just to make sure everything looks seamless and nicely put together. I was just showing you guys the color that I used, the colors that I was using in that palette. Then we move on to our foundation. It's looking a bit dark, but don't worry, we're going to blend it out.
Oh my god.
So we put on our foundation. First, we're using a brush to put it on. And then we'll start blending with our beauty blender just to make sure that blends into our skin. And then you continue to blend. Blend some more. Yeah, keep blending. If you feel like you blended enough, you did not. Keep blending. So we keep blending. Blend underneath your eyes, blend around your... Then we go ahead and we add our contour. Sorry, our concealer. So you add that. Whoa! You add it to the spots that you want to brighten up. So that's everywhere that I want to brighten up. So I'm just putting it there. Forehead. You put it however way you like, because at the end of the day you want to shape your face how you want to shape it. So this is my placement and how I place it. So we'll just start blending that out. I'm using a fluffy brush to blend that out before I go in with my beauty blender. So we continue to blend.
Oh my god.
Keep blending, because you don't want it to be too bright, although you want your under eyes to be bright. But I've been learning, and from the feedback that I've been getting, so we're tuning it down a bit. We don't want it to be too bright.
What's this?
Then you go in with your concealer, which is technically really not a concealer, but we keep it moving. It still works. So you go ahead and place it where you place your concealer and how you want your face to shape. So I'm putting some on my forehead, then down to the chin line, then continue to outline where you placing that, and then we begin to brush it out. Blend it out with our brush. Continue to blend. So we're blending. Then we're back in that palette again. We're going to begin to put our blush on. Placing it up high there. Also, I've been toning down the blush a little bit.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to find a blush that goes more with my skin tone. So I've been trying a bit of the orange. So yes, guys, I read the comments. I read each and every single comment that I get under my videos. So yes, I've been taking the feedbacks and making a bit of changes. So yeah, hopefully you guys can notice it. So we're blending out some more, because you want everything to look blended and look a little bit natural, even though we're wearing makeup. You don't want it to look too out of place or too clowny. So you want it to look a little bit natural. So we blend out, retouching up the eyeshadow a little bit. Brightening up that gray part of our eyes where we place the eyeshadow. You just want it to be a little bit more bright and pop, because duh. Then you touch up the top a little bit. Then we use that same shade that we use in our inner corner to highlight. So we're going ahead and highlighting our face, highlighting the bottom of our brows. Doing the same thing to the other side. It was actually very cute. Then we're going ahead and moving on to our lips. We're lining our lips with that brown from that palette of ours. So you line your lips, and then I'm going to add some black shadow on top of that, just to make the color pop out a little more. And then obviously we're going to put a bright color in our inner lips. Because otherwise our lip combo will not be complete without it.
Oh my god.
Then you go ahead and blend out some more. just so you can feel comfortable that everything is blended out nicely. So yes, you blend out some more. The face is looking put together already. I'm just showing you guys the shade that I used, the shade that I begun to line my lips with before I put the black on top. Then we go ahead and put on our mascara before we put on our lashes. So you put mascara both on your top and your bottom lash. Then that's our setting spray that we're using. It's a matte setting spray. So you go ahead and spray your face. Then we're using our fan to dry that out. Make sure it's, it's dry. Then we're going to use some setting powder, Laurier Mercier. Sorry if I butchered the name. But yeah, we're just setting our face. Then you go ahead and pop on your lashes. These lashes, I got them from Amazon a while back, and I just been reusing them, so I haven't bought like a new set. It came in I think it was like a set that came in 12, I think. And here's the finished look. What do you guys think? I like it. Wow. I think it turned out nicely. Yeah. Here are some more clips. Wow. Here's another one. And there's the last one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed.